the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the New York Jets.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Go set. 47, Mike. Mike, 47.
Right here, right here.
Ready.
On first down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Watch twins. Sponge.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Check, 47. Good track. Hey, check.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he's got a noon one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First down, Jets.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell a first down and then some. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
He's coming. We got 2.
Kill, kill. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We're going to 52.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he finds McLaurin. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line. Let's go! Come on! Coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Check, 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 check. Check, check.
On second down now, it's Love. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Oh, yeah.
Prescott from the gun on third. Going deep here for Bryant. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Defense. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On first and 10, Prescott. He'll find Miller. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 50, check 50.
Now Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Boy, excellent coverage there. Last week he had the interception. One reason why he was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
So no jokes about not having hands, right? Because he got the pick last week. This week, he's knocked down a ball in this game so far. Let's see if he can get an interception as this one continues.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
You ain't going nowhere. Out, out, out.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A first down throw for Prescott. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Hey, 27's the mic.
Hey, my 7.
Defense, let's go. 47.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
From the 31, Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Six-man. Check curls.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. Bell a 1st down and then some. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Jets have taken the lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch twist.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line 26.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
There we go. Line 80.
57. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Slant.
26.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Prescott. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Prescott now 6 of 10 of this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Kill. 47, 26.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott going deep here for Bryant. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Mike.
Prescott from the gun. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
26.
Right there. 54. Right there.
26.
Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. On 1st down, Love. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there, just like last play.
11 more yards.
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. Now he's forced out left. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Jets take over 1st
Let's go,
and 10
let's go, let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
March 47. Here we go, lady. Let's go, let's bring it.
Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line.
Check.
Then we're going to 53.
Watch the eye.
Then we're going to 53.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going deep here for Bryant. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Sam Ficken on for the field goal.
Ficken's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I got you. Hey, watch that.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Man, at the 34-yard line. 36. Check it backer.
To throw is Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Watch a slant.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Bryant has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now Bell, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Darnold from the gun. Anunwa's got it, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Check, 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 check.
On first down, it's Bell, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Darnold on first down. He's got it. This is Bilal Powell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Again, it's Bell. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A screen to Bell. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Crunch time, defense. Check.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing, Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Love. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
Now Prescott. This to McLaurin out on the left side. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Kill. 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the carry, it's Love. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Go. Get out there.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Prescott now from the 50. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Now on second and 16, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Still going. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give running right is Love. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brandon Copeland in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
57, Mike 57. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Check 9, check 9. Under 10, under 10.
4th down, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A 1st down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll go again with Bell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Check 24. Check 24.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check your hot read.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Jets, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you.